Hi everyone, it's Regina from StarterPPC. Today I want to talk to you about videos, okay? Videos are gold. And when you are a small business, you're just starting out, unfortunately, the amount of videos that most small businesses have is zero. And oftentimes when they do get videos that we can use, they're not made in an ideal way. So I thought I would put together a quick video that talks through some of the common questions that come up with clients when they're considering making a video or when we ask them to please make us some videos that we can run ads with. And I'm also going to run through a quick, like a very basic 1-minute script that you can swipe and use in your videos. All right. So, first things first, we have service-based businesses, right? Lead generation businesses, and we have e-commerce businesses. So if you're running a service-based business, you might have several different services, and you also might have several different target customers, right? And so it might be that with this script I'm about to lay out, you might say to yourself, okay, I have 3 services and two target markets, so I'm going to make 6 versions of this same video because you want to talk about each service and you want to talk about each service in 2 different ways depending on who you're speaking to, right? It could be the same target customer, but they're searching with different ways, different keywords, right? Different pain points. Some people might be focused on the fear. Some people might be focused on the solution. So, you might decide, okay, there's a few different ways I can talk about this. So I'm going to make 6 versions of the same video. And that's perfectly amazing. Okay, if you're an e-commerce company, it gets you have some tough decisions to make. Oftentimes what we see with e-commerce companies is they don't just sell one product, right? So you can't just make a video about that product and call it a day. It's not that straightforward. Most e-commerce companies have 20, 100, 2,000 products. And so they come to us saying, well, what kind of video do you want? For this, I usually say, let's make a couple of videos, as always. First video that I want you guys to make is the one that talks about your business as a whole. And unfortunately, this is the hardest one to make because you're going to be talking about, the pain point that kind of sums up all the products in one general pain point and a solution that kind of sums up all the products. You're talking big picture here. What does your brand do? Who does it speak to? What does it solve for? The reason why I want that video first, as a marketing agency, it's nice for us because we usually want to run remarketing ads first. And so we have that fallback video that can just kind of remind people, everybody who came to the site, reminds them to come back to the site, tells them we're still around. And so that's just essential to have. However, I wouldn't stop there. I would also make about 6 versions of the same video template that I'm about to give you. And so what you do after you make that base brand video is you start thinking about, okay, does it make sense to do like a category of products? Or do you want to like hone in on like the star product because the rest of the products on your site are just upsells? So you kind of have to think about how you have your business laid out. 9 times out of 10, we always suggest pick a category of products that gives you the highest profit margin on average when those products sell and make a video about that category of products. So now you're talking about a group of products, a pain point that applies to all of them, a solution that applies to all of them. So I hope that gives you a better idea of where to begin. Again, if you have 2 different target customers buying the same product, but they're searching for things in different ways, it is a good idea to make, again, 2 versions of that same video, just speaking to the different target customers. So they're different pain points. You can't have too many videos, you guys. So if you're recording videos, don't just record 1, record 6. Record 20 if you want, but I would say start with 6. And they can be identical videos, but have different, the first 5 seconds should be different. I say that, and we're about to get into the 1-minute script that you can apply to your videos, I say that the first 5 seconds should be different because 9 times out of 10, people don't watch past the first 5 seconds, right? Whenever you see a commercial, how many seconds of that commercial do you watch? You watch until the skip ads button shows up on YouTube and then you click it. That's 5 seconds. So you have 5 seconds to capture their attention and either hope that you got the message across, even if they didn't click, or hope that you got their attention enough for them to watch beyond the first 5 seconds. Usually they're not going to click on a video ad, but it will remind them to open another tab and go back and shop, or to shop for that thing that they forgot to finish buying, right? Or that they're thinking about. Hi there, quick interruption. Do you know the main thing that prevents small business owners from getting their Google Ads account into a position to grow and scale? Budget. A lot of businesses, especially those that are just starting out, have limited budgets. And so because of this, they're turned away by most ad agencies because most ad agencies have minimum budget thresholds that they're willing to work with. So what happens is the business owners end up learning Google Ads themselves. And the problem with that is that most of the advice online is geared towards larger accounts. And the advice doesn't have any of those strategies or tricks that can kickstart the algorithm into giving a small account a leg up over larger competitors. So it often just doesn't work and the business just ends up losing money month over month. If this sounds familiar, StarterPPC can help. We offer Google Ads management services that are designed for accounts that have between $1,000 and $5,000 budgets. And because all of our clients are just starting out, we've come up with ways to keep our management fees significantly lower than most agencies. Because we know that every dollar saved on management fees just goes towards the ad budget, which is going to help the algorithm gather speed and power. So if you're serious about growing your business and you'd like a team of Google Ads experts to help you without breaking the bank, check us out at StarterPPC.com. Okay, back to the video. Okay, let's get into the 1-minute video script that you can swipe and apply to your videos. So the first 5 seconds is the hook. I just talked about why it's important to fit this into 5 seconds. So all you need to do in the first 5 seconds is think about what is the pain point and what is the solution. That's the first 5 seconds, right? If you have this problem, you need my product or service. If you are this type of person, you need, product or service was made for you. If you do this thing, you might find that buying this product or service will change everything for you, right? So that's 5 seconds. That's the hook. Okay, moving on. The next 20 seconds of the video is called the impact statement. So the first half of the impact statement describes what the product or service or category of products is, right? So product or service is, insert 1 sentence description here. So I'm sure you've summed up what the product or service is before. That's all you have to do. Just write 1 sentence that describes what it is. Again, this can be identical from video to video. If you make 6 of these videos, this doesn't change. 1 sentence description. Part 2 is functionality. How do they use it and what is it like to use it, right? So you just got finished saying this product or service is this. Now you're saying, and it does X, right? So not necessarily what it does, but also what it's like to use it, right? So you're just kind of describing the product or service a little bit more, elaborating on it. This is what it does. This is how it works. This is what it's like to experience it. And then part 3 of this 20-second impact statement is the results. So now you're going to describe what is their life like after they've used the product or service, right? So you just got finished saying my product or service does X and this is what it's like to use it. Now you're saying once you're done, you have what? More time, more beauty, less headaches, less cost. What is the solution and what does their life look like? Paint a picture if you can. You have 20 seconds to do these 3 things. So write it down, rehearse it, and hit record. The last 15 seconds, there's 2 more sections of the video. So the next 15 seconds is called the how it works section. So we've got part 1 where we're restating the benefits, right? So we're saying, we're kind of reaffirming how it's going to change their life. And part 2 is the value proposition. This is where you get to distinguish yourself from the competitors. So you're saying their life will be changed in what way? How is your product or service different from the majority that's going to make their life that much better than the competitor would? And then the last 20 seconds, you have 20 whole seconds to do the call to action. Now, this is often the hardest part for business owners. You have to decide, okay, do I want them to try it out, try something for free on the website, opt into the email list, or do I actually want them to head over to the site and buy? I would say 9 times out of 10, for your first few videos, probably the answer is that you want them to head over to the site and buy. The only exception is if you're selling a very high priced product or service, it's probably a better idea to get them into the top of the funnel, right? So, you would say, schedule a consultation, give us a call to ask your questions, sign up for the free lead magnet that we have on the site that's going to get you started and provide value to you right away. So, you guys know what's best based on what's worked for your sales funnel in the past. So make a decision on what the call to action is, and you have 20 entire seconds to elaborate on that call to action. That gets you to 1 minute, and you now have a video. Now you just have to hit record 5 more times and finish all 6 of these videos, which again are identical except for the first 5 seconds, because in the first 5 seconds, you're talking about a slightly different pain point, right? And you're talking about a slightly different solution. Well, I guess not all 6 will be identical. If you're talking about different categories of products in each video, you're going to have to rewrite the script for each one. The only time these scripts would be identical is if you're talking to 2 different target customers about the same product or service or category of products. Okay, that's it. And what I have pulled up on my screen right now is actually a really great example of a Monday.com commercial where they do this exact thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to link you guys to this Monday.com commercial in the description below so that you can check it out and see it in action. Okay, good luck.
I'm going to teach you to crack the code on YouTube, which, by the way, I didn't do myself. I learned from others. 2 people in particular, Uzair Karwala, SF Digital, out in the UK, my buddy and YouTube mentor, the reason this YouTube channel exists. Thank you so much. Forever grateful to you. And Evan Carmichael. And I've got a funny story about Evan.